Hey everybody, it's Shelby, and it's time to deal with my October TBR. Now, October is generally my favorite month of the year. I absolutely love October, and I am trying to sport a little of the October colors because getting October chill in LA, hit or miss. If I was back home, I might actually start to feel like it was fall. I decided that I would lay out my October TBR based on what challenges I have things signed up for. So currently on my October TBR, I have 54 books. Clearly I am not reading 54 books in October, but there are a number of books that are currently on this shelf that I know I won't get to. Some of the books that are on this TBR are part of annual challenges that are books that I'm trying to get to before the end of the year, and so if I don't finish them this month, they just get transferred over to next month. Some are books that I only need to read one of maybe 16 books, and I put them all on the TBR just to remind me that I have those choices. So, what books have I absolutely decided on are books that I want to read this month? Well, that's what I'm going to go over in this October TBR, and they've been chosen because of the challenges that they represent. So, what challenges are those? Starting off, we've got the Romance Group's monthly category challenge, and this is 10 categories with one bonus category. Currently, the theme is people born in the month of October, so they're all famous people that have been born in the month of October and then have some sort of category assigned to them. So category number 1 is Buster Keaton, read a humorous book or one with a black and white cover. For this, I have chosen Empty Net by Avon Gale, obviously qualifying in more of the humorous book category. Category number 2, John Lennon, read a book featuring a musician or one that has a guy with glasses on the cover. I chose Here Comes Trouble by A.E. Villa. Category number 3, Viggo Mortensen, read a book set in Scandinavia or pick a fantasy story featuring royalty. I'm really excited about this pick this month because I'm finally going to get to finish out one of the series that I've really been enjoying and have loved. And for this, I'm reading Shards of Time by Elle Flewelling. It is the final book in the Night Runner series, and I'll be really, really happy to finally get this one completed. Category number 4, Bela Lugosi, read a book about a vampire or one featuring a main character with an addiction. I'm definitely going with the vampire option this time. I'm going to go with Temper Sanguine by Lou Harper. I read the first book in this series a while back and I'm really excited to continue it. Category number 5 is Pele, read a book where a main character is a soccer player or pick a book set in South America. So happy about this one because I love this series and I'm continuing with Playing to Win by Avery Cockburn. And this series is set in Scotland. It is a series about a gay soccer team. Category number 6, Pablo Picasso. Read a story featuring a visual artist, preferably a painter, or choose a book with an abstract cover. I'm finally going to get to finish out a series I've been reading for a while. One of the main characters is a painter, and that is Of Dark and Bright by Kate Sherwood. I've really enjoyed this series, and I am looking forward to finally finishing it. Category number 7, Bill Gates. Read a book where a main character is a computer geek or filthy rich. And one of my new favorite series has just come out with a new release, and that is Connection Error by Annabeth Albert. And I'm just really, really, really excited to get to read this book because it is the newest book in the series, and I'm really enjoying the series as a whole. Category number 8, Adolf von Baer. He's a German chemist who synthesized indigo, apparently. Read a story featuring a scientist or a book with a blue cover. For this, I'm going with the blue cover category. I'm going to read Watch Me Break You by Avril Ashton. I've had this series recommended to me a number of times and I've never gotten it started. It is more of a mystery kind of thriller series, and so I'm looking forward to reading it. With the last 2 categories in this, we have Group Hug, which reads read a book of a Member's Choice winning author. I still haven't quite decided what book I'm going to read here because this will kind of depend on what other books I get to, and hopefully one of them will be an author who's won a Member's Choice in the group. And category number 10 is Choice, where I can read anything I want and just fill it in. The last category, our bonus category, it is World Smile Day, so read a book that made you smile or ask a friend to recommend a book that made them smile. Again, also leaving this wide open. I have 2 books that I could fit in here based on books that have been recommended to me by my 2 other challenges, or I may just pick a book for this that is something that I really enjoyed this month that made me smile throughout the book. So with the Pick It For Me challenge, when you sign up, all you are saying is you want to participate, and then somebody is assigned to pick for you, and their job is to pick a book for you that is nowhere on your TBR. It is supposed to be some sort of new to you author or a category that you don't read a lot of books in. And this month, Stella very nicely picked for me The God of Jazz, Fugue Concord by Varian Krylord. I've never heard of this author. I know nothing about this book, and I'm really excited to have something new to read. And similarly with the comfort zone, when you sign up, it is for somebody to pick a book for you for the month. For this, you get to list a couple of things you really enjoy about a book and a couple of things that are actually really hard limits for you that you don't like when you're reading. I don't generally tend to put a lot of limits on the reading. I'll read pretty much anything. So for me this month, Emrella picked Raifu Rising by Becca Abbott. This actually is an online free fiction, so I'm kind of excited to check it out and see. I've already got it downloaded and it should be an interesting read. It's a vampire story, I believe. So definitely within my normal comfort zones. I really do enjoy paranormal romance. I should really like this book. With the 4 books I need to complete for my Chinese Zodiac challenge this month, the categories narrowed down to police officer, which I've chosen Here Comes Trouble, nice repeat. Genre historical, I have chosen Clockwork Heart by Heidi Cullinan. My mystery, I'm filling with another repeat, Watch Me Break You, the Avril Ashton book. And then the last one is a slow burn theme, which I'm filling with another Author of the Month book, Promises by Marie Sexton. So all of those books are my Romance, moving into my RRRC category challenges. With the RRC monthly challenge, most of these categories are related to some sort of event or holiday within the month of October. And the first category is O is for October. Read a book starting with O, or a book whose author's first or last name starts with O. I am doing another repeat with this. I have Of Dark and Bright by Kate Sherwood. Category number 2 is Happy Anniversary. Read a book that was published in October of any year, or read a book of any RRRC member that joined in October of any year. And my choice for this category was Jinxed by Sandrine Gastillon. It's the second book in one of her series, and I'm happy to just keep continuing with that. Category number 3 is Featured Author Challenge. The featured author this month is Suzanne Enoch. There are a number of other options with this category if you don't do the Featured Author Challenge, but I do, so my choice for Suzanne Enoch's book this month is The Rake. Category number 4, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Read a book with pink in the cover. For this category, I'm going with Dane by Lillian Hart. This book has been on my TBR for ages, and I have never gotten around to reading it, so I'm very happy to get this one kind of off the list. Category number 5, October 7th is World Smile Day. Read a book where someone is smiling on the cover. My choice for this is Binding Hearts by Cassandra Carr. Category number 6 is October 10th is Columbus Day. Read a book that has water or any mode of transport and or shoreline or coastline on the cover. I get to double another book in this with Watch Me Break You by Avril Ashton. Category number 7, October 16th is Boss Day. Read a book that has a boss in the book, or has a bossy character, or a character who likes to take charge. This was an easy fit in because I've read other books in this series, and I know that the characters in this are extremely bossy. They're very alpha male type police officers. So I am doubling up again. Here Comes Trouble by A.E. Via. Category number 8 is October 18th is Chocolate Cupcake Day. Read a book with a type of food on the cover and or someone in the food industry. And for this, I'm going to read Nuts by Alice Clayton. I've had this book picked for me in a number of different categories and would like to finally get to it. It is about a chef. Category number 9, October 31st is Halloween. Read a PNR book or books with a witchy character. This was like, hands down, I already knew what this was going to be because this book is coming out here in about a week. I think October 12th is the restate, and that is Hexmaker by Jordan L. Hawk. I am in love with this series, and I cannot wait to read this book. And category number 10 is Reader's Choice, so again, I will fill this book in with any other book that I read this month. With the Pick It For Me challenge with the RRC, with this challenge you were given 8 different categories, and the person who's picking for you needs to pick 1 book for each of those categories. 4 new and 4 off of your TBR. Most people, though, tend to pick 16 books, essentially, 1 off your TBR and 1 new for you for each category. So Karen H. picked for me this month, and the first category up was Recommend a Book That Made You Smile/Laugh. Her pick for me off my TBR was Nuts, so I get to double that book up this month. And her new to me book was The Stocking Was Hung by Tara Civic. Category number 2 is Recommend a Book with a Face on the Cover. Bonus if the face is smiling. Again, I get to double up because she picked off my TBR Susan Enoch's The Rake, which is, as I mentioned, the featured author book of the month, so I'm definitely reading that. She also gave me Tall, Tatted, and Tempting by Tammy Faulkner. I did go online and find out this was a free download, so I've already downloaded it and would like to get to it this month if I can. Category number 3 is Recommend a New Release that you've been waiting for and or your picky has on their TBR preferred shelf. Off my TBR, she picked Stealing Snow by Daniel Page. I am trying to go to the Daniel Page event at the end of, I believe, next week, so that one is definitely on my read this month. And her new for me book was The One Real Thing by Samantha Young. Category number 4 is recommend a book written by one of your or their favorite romance authors. She picked for me off my TBR 9 Rules to Break When Romancing a Rake by Sarah McLean, also a book I'd really love to get to. And her new for me book was Barely Breathing by Pamela Clare. Category number 5, recommend a romance with a celebration in the story, maybe a wedding or a honeymoon or a ball or any life event that brings a smile. Off my TBR, she picked Howl for It by Shelley Lawrenston, another book I would love to get to. Category number 6, recommend a shorter story, one that can be read when you have little time to yourself. She picked Dane by Lillian Hart, which I've doubled up on my monthly challenges, so I'll definitely get to that one. And then she also picked Red Dirt Heart by N.R. Walker as my new book. Category number 7, recommend a romance with a sweet, sexy, or swoon-worthy hero. Off my TBR, she picked No Place to Run by Maya Banks. I'd love to get to it, but maybe won't. And then new Naked in Death by J.D. Robb. I read this book a long time ago. I remember next to nothing about it, so I'd really like to reread it. It's not on my TBR or my read books anywhere because I read it long before I ever was on Goodreads. Category number 8, recommend a romance set on a tropical island or exotic location or somewhere you would enjoy traveling to. Off my TBR, she picked Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. I am trying to finally finish rereading the Harry Potter series so that I can review all of them. This would be a nice one to get to, but it is long and I have a lot of things picked for this month, so maybe not. And then my new book was Inherit the Sky by Ariel Trakna. With this, I will probably end up reading a number of books off of this list, but I am only required to read one. There's a number of really great books. I added a bunch of the ones she recommended to me to my TBR for the future, but I'm definitely looking forward to a number of these books. With the Read the Month challenge for October, we are, of course, spelling this in the Norwegian spelling, so O-K-T-O-B-E-R. My books for this I have chosen are O of Dark and Bite by Kate Sherwood, K, Collared by Carrie Gregg, Carrie spells her name with a K, T, Temper Sanguine by Lou Harper, O, Overtime by Avon Gale, B, Binding Hearts by Cassandra Carr, E, Empty Net by Avon Gale, and R, The Rake by Susan Enoch. So most of those are doubled somewhere else within my reading already, not too hard to get through all of them. And my last set of monthly challenges that books were picked for me for this month, in AAMP, my Million More Pages group, we do a pick one for me every month, and this month, instead of picking 3 books for me, Tara Jo picked 4. I have Blood Kiss by J.R. Ward, Bones by Eli Easton, and a number of other authors. It is an anthology that I absolutely want to get to this month because it's a gothic-themed book. Lick by Kylie Scott, and Nuts by Alice Clayton. So I should be able to get to a number of the books on this list. It shouldn't be that difficult with everything I have going, and I'm looking forward to reading a number of them. So that is my planned TBR. Quite a few books that I absolutely think I'll try and get to, and then there are, like I said, a number of other books sitting on that shelf in case I finish all these rather quickly and can add more. Of course, Bingo and Wobble and what other team challenges am I doing right now? Olympics and Laugh Olympics will add additional books every week. It just kind of depends on what I get assigned, and hopefully some of these books I have planned will fit into the categories called, but if not, I'll be adding more books to this TBR as I go. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed getting to hear a little bit of how I've decided what I'm reading this month. If you're interested in any of these challenges or any of these groups, if you look at my challenge video, I will have left links all down below of the different groups. I will link that video down below for you too, so you can get kind of a broader view of what my challenges are and how I go about them. But if you are interested in any of those challenges, please check out these groups. They're really fantastic, and they're such fun to be participating in these challenges. And I hope to get through a bunch of these books this month, and cheer me on. It's going to be a hard one. I've got a lot going on this month, so I may not get through as many as I want. And currently, I'm reading After Image by Santino Hassel, and it's for Bingo, and it's 1,000 pages. So it's going to be a minute before I get to the rest of these. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think. If you have any thoughts, likes, whatever, like this video, subscribe, drop some comments down below. I look forward to talking to you soon. Okay, bye!